Yay, everybody! Oh my gosh! So my lesson for today, I felt this sense of sadness. I felt this sense of like, oh my God, I'm afraid. I felt this sense of fear. And I was like, oh my God, why am I afraid? And I'm like, I'm feeling fear. Why? If you've read my book, I say that often, like identify why it is you're feeling the feeling you're feeling. Identify the feeling. I said it for the first time. I wish I could say it again. Identify the feeling you're feeling so that you know what you're feeling, because only then you can, take the right approach on how to work through that feeling. So I was feeling fear. And I was like, why am I feeling fear? And I had this mini moment where I was like, I'm afraid. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of living, because those are two things I used to be afraid of. So it's not that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, why am I afraid? Why am I afraid? Why am I afraid? I'm happy right now. So do you see how you can feel all those things? You can feel fear, you can feel happiness, you can feel joy, you can feel confusion, you can feel anxiety, you can feel anger, you can feel all these things, and they happen so quick. So emotions happen at like an eighth of a second. So that's why we have these like moments where we're like, whoa, what the heck was that? I was just feeling happy. I saw a picture and now I'm feeling a little, sad. You saw a picture that made you sad, but you're happy inside. Or vice versa. You're sad and you see a picture and you're like, oh, that picture makes me happy. And so you're going through these emotions literally throughout the day at a moment's notice, depending on what stimulation you get or stimuli. So I'm sitting there analyzing, what the heck is happening? Why am I feeling this fear? I wasn't fearful a moment ago. And this is my lesson. This is what I learned this morning. I was feeling fear. Now, y'all, are you hearing me? I want to make sure you're hearing me. I was feeling fear because I'm so used to feeling fear. I was drawing on that sense of fear because I'm so accustomed to it. From the years that I struggled with all the anxiety and all the fear and all the angst, it's still my go-to emotion because I've been doing that for so many decades that my body is engineered to go to that emotion first. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up, wait 2 minutes. I was like, no, I'm not feeling fear. My brain wants to tell me I'm feeling fear because that's what I'm used to feeling. You see what that means for you? Do you see what that means? Do you recognize what that can open up for you? Especially at this age that you're at. A little younger than me. It means that so many times we're feeling something because that's what we're accustomed to feeling. That's what we're expecting to feeling. That's what we're our go-to feeling. And I was like, no, not today. Today I'm not going to have this feeling because I'm not feeling it. I'm just expecting to feel it. And that to me was such an epiphany. I may have heard that before many times, y'all. How many times do we need to hear things before we realize them or we acknowledge them? So many times, right? Just to recognize advertising on a computer screen now more than TV, almost like. We have to go see it. It used to be 7. I've heard 12 times because of all the noise that we have. 12 times we have to hear or experience or see something before we are like, oh yeah, I want to go to the store and get that yogurt, whatever. It's like, that's how many times. So I may have heard it, but this morning it sunk in a way that I was like, I am not permitting the fear to override my joy. I am not letting the fear take control of my day. And y'all, as we're talking about what's going on in the world and how so many people people are afraid. And we're going to hear it, y'all. We're going to hear it. You're going to hear it from your immediate family. You're going to hear it from your immediate circles. You're going to hear it from your immediate school systems who are, breeding this information in our system, from the news outlets, from anything and everything we encounter. We're going to be faced with these thoughts of fear a lot. And I wanted to gift you that, if I may. We are going to fear more often than we really need to or want to, because that's what we've been conditioned to do. Y'all, is this resonating with anybody? I want you to answer me this question. I want you to put a yes in the comments if you're understanding, grasping, if this is resonating with you. Put a yes in the comments, because I want you all to be at the forefront of this all. Yes, okay, yes, it is. The yeses are coming in. Laura Joy, thank you. Thank you for putting the yes. Mona, thank you for putting the yeses, because this means that, again, we're not alone, that we can come in here and be in community, that we can be elevating and up-leveling and becoming better individuals and humans and collaborators in this world. Nicola, thank you. Yes, I get it now. Josh, absolutely. I love this. Thank you. And just to put a bow on it, which is, we need not fall upon our easiest accessed emotion. It could be fear, it could be anxiety, it could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be grief, it could be any of those negatively vibrating emotions. We do not need to fall upon them the minute we wake up, the minute we are given some kind of information that is not favorable. We can take a moment and be like, okay, this is what I'm used to doing, but how can I create a new neurological pathway to something better? And all that means is that if you have a groove going like this, and this is Tony Robbins, this is so many of the greats talking, if you have a groove that's grooved in like this is grooved in because I was always angry. It's a groove. But how do I make it so that it's not as deep of a groove? How do I find a new way to work around that groove so that I am not immediately going to anger, frustration, anxiety, or fear? And that is our task in this world. And when we look at it that way, doesn't it make it more fun? Doesn't it make it more enjoyable? Doesn't it create some ease around how you can approach your life from this day forward? I want to say yes for me. Does it for you? I hope so. We all, in my opinion, must believe in something. Whatever it is for you, I cannot command that, because we all have different beliefs and cultures and religions and higher powers. However, there is respect for it all. This world is big enough for all of us, and it has to be. We have nowhere else to go. And that's where peace, we need freedom, we need choice, we need respect and acceptance for all of us that believe and think and behave so differently. As long as we do it with a good heart and good intention and good desire and outcome and wishes, I had to add all those in there, then there has to be respect for one another, because this world, as big as it is, it's too small to live in strife, to live in war, to live in mayhem and chaos. And that is what I feel the last 2.5 years should have taught us. And the world has not quite gotten the lesson, or else there wouldn't be more crime. There wouldn't be more violence, right? that is what we want to counteract. And that's why we are here together, because that is what I believe my mission is. That is why I wrote my book, Teen Anxiety No More. Go check it out if you haven't already. I want you all to have the tools. I have tools in there for you all that I learned through trial and error, and I don't want you to waste. Okay, it's not a waste. I'm happy I did what I did because I'm able to help you, but it was a lot of years that it took me to figure a lot of that stuff out. Yes, Mona, the fear factor is addicting. That's the word. That's the word. It's an addiction. So we're not addicted, let's say, to some of the other vices, but you know, some of these emotions are addicting. That doing things that benefits everybody, right? That's what I want to do. So that's how it's laid out, and that's why I don't see them sometimes. So it's rare that I get to see as many of the actors, because I'm at the house with my husband and my kid, whoever that happens to be. Wait till you see the ones that come out next week, or when they do. I don't know why I'm rapping like I think I can, but I'm gonna say goodbye because I'm ahead of me time. That was awful. Okay, my loves, I'm gonna stop being silly with y'all. Y'all are incredible. Here's to many more years of Friday lives. As long as y'all are here with me, y'all, I am here with y'all. I love being here. Happy weekend. And the massive hugs. That's how we roll. All right, y'all are incredible. Congratulations on all the good stuff. Hearts and condolences and thoughts and prayers for all the good that we want to see in this world. And with that, I bid you happy Friday.